Hi and welcome to Games R Us. Today I'm going to be talking about Char Futur, the French medium tank that you can get for 9 tokens for the Battle Pass. This is from the series of the Battle Pass tanks. Previously I made one about Panzer, but this time Char Futur, another medium tank. It's slightly different than the Panzer. It's an autoloader. You got 4 rounds in your available in one go. Average penetration about 300 and average damage, sorry, about 390. Average penetration 264, which is quite decent for an 8 tier premium tank. Reload about 38 seconds, depends on your perks on your crew and your modules. It's a typical sniper tank, doesn't have much of an armor, so you need to bear that in mind, that you want to just sort of snipe from far. You don't want to be coming out too much, especially not at the beginning of the battle. You just want to snipe them out, because your whole armor is only 55 on the front, 40 on the sides and 30 at the back. And when it comes to your turret armor, it's 140 from the front, 90 on the sides and 30 at the back, which basically means a lot of tanks can easily penetrate you. It's not sort of a tank you want to go out one-on-one, especially that the rounds in between, they're about 3 to 4 seconds reload on your autoloader, which means even though it's loading 38 seconds between the actual rounds, it's still quite a big gap. Most autoloaders reload much faster in between. So if you had a situation like this before and I come out on another autoloader, I only managed to shoot once and he shot me 3 times and actually killed me. So I do suggest snipe. Most of these tanks, these medium tanks, are designed for sniping really in Battle Pass, unless you have some sort of heavy tank from over there. That's a little bit different. But in this case we have about 60 kilometers an hour, that's the speed, and the view range about 400 without any perks and any modules put on. So as you can see in this battle, all I'm doing at the beginning, I'm keep sniping, keep camping. As you can notice, there's actually quite good camouflage on these tanks. In this case I actually got some camouflage add-on to this tank, because I know I'll be sniping in this tank mostly, and I even have binoculars simply because when I do snipe I want to spot those tanks before they spot me, so I can shoot them and then if I have to then run, because you don't really want to be fighting much, or it's not tank you want to be spotting with. But it depends on the situation. There are situations and maps you can go a bit further as long as you have some cover and as long as you don't have any artillery, because I can guarantee you that artillery will finish you really quick without no armor on it. But it's a very smart tank. I think so far I've been playing so many battles, and I must admit that on average I always do at least over 2000 damage every battle. It doesn't matter whatever it's a 9 or 10 tier battle or 8 tier battle. Even an average battle will still giving me quite decent win ratio. Ain't bad on this tank for me at the moment. It's very good tank for aiming, because it's a typical sniper tank, as I mentioned before. So you can actually gonna have a lot of fun if you choose to get it. I chose it because I've already have Panzer. This was my second tank on my list to get. Now I'm still gonna be getting yet another tank. And I'm gonna make a video about it as well, and I'm probably gonna end up taking AE phase. It's gonna be a heavy tank, something different. I wasn't very much interested in the tank destroyer so far yet, but let's go back to Char Futur. If you ask me, I'm very happy that I got it. It's 9 tokens from a battle pass, so if you haven't got it yet and you're not sure what to take, in my opinion, choose this one. It will bring you a lot of fun. And these tanks, despite they're not designed as a premium tank for earning money, they're more sort of designed to get your crew up to date, so you can increase your skills, and it's mainly for that and free experience. So I would suggest, but what I'm trying to say is, they're still not a bad earners. You can actually still get pretty much on the plus every battle, because they're quite cheap in maintenance. That's how these tanks are designed from battle passes. They're cheap in maintenance, which means whatever you do, you don't really lose credits on it. So overall, as you can see, there's the climax of the battle. I chose this battle because it was a good example of typical sniping. And then once you're ready, once you get some advantage in the battle, then be my guest, go forward, start finishing off other targets. After all, it is an autoloader, and you can go and help and make a difference at the end, finish off all the stragglers. And there's only one target left for me now. But answering the question, is it worth it or not? I think it's very much so worth it. It's a decent tank, very good all-round tank. I do recommend it. I can't say any really bad things about it, other than there's a bad armor on it. So there we are. There is the results. Nearly 3,000 damage and a decent money. So I hope I managed to give you some hints and convince you how good this tank can be. And thank you for watching, and I hope I see you in the next of my series. So take care for now, and goodbye.